What's up, man? Episode 11.
Let's go.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Couple things wanted to start off with. One, so looks like Forbes magazine just ranked Sacramento the #1 place to live in the entire nation.
Incredible after the last one, right?
That's right. One little tweak that I thought I might share is they actually said that the average sales price in Sacramento County is $611,000. I did some research, went to the SAR website. Shout out to the Sacramento Association of Realtors. The average sales price is actually $543, according to SAR. So, but nonetheless, pretty cool that Forbes has given us shine. We were just chatting about we're approximately 18 days into the new year. The market last year, predominantly in the winter, leading into the wintertime was really slow. What are you seeing right now? Because I'm seeing a little bit of an uptick.
I definitely am as well. I know I felt a little bit different towards the end of December where people were super interested but wanted just to get through the holidays. And once the holidays passed, people are ready. Yeah, it's been raining. People, that kind of has less people out and about. But at the same time, the amount of pre-approvals, the amount of people that are talking right now, it definitely is an uptick, and I'm really excited about it.
Yep. So, just with my business alone, my phone literally stopped ringing for about 3 months. And then over the last week and a half, I've picked up 4 new listings and 2 new buyers. I'm going to be writing an offer today with a buyer for a property out in Folsom, but shout out to you. You approved one of them, past client referral. The gentleman's name is Marco Antonio, great kid, 27 years old, first-time home buyer. Talk a little bit about that pre-approval.
Really impressed by him. It's the type of first-time home buyer that we love to see. He got approved and got approved quickly, but he's approved for more than what he wants to spend per month. Don't we enjoy when people are staying within their budget, still can find a property in the area that they're looking for, and was able to turn them right back around, and you guys are looking for properties for him right now?
Today, yeah. So he's actually going to be staying in that range of not exceeding a purchase price of $475. So if you're watching this video and you're wondering what the payment looks like, now the thing with Marco Antonio is he's got a little bit of a step above. He's putting 20% down. He's been super diligent over the past 6.5 years, just been saving money, and his father's giving him a little bit of a gift. But with 20% down, purchase price of $475, his payment out the door is right around $2,700 a month. So that's just some good info for you guys to know. And hopefully, we're going to be out there. Still, I don't see a ton of competition. So for him, he might be one of those lucky winners where he can write an offer, get a seller credit, and get it accepted.
That's correct. When the market starts to shift, if it does get back to a busy situation, you have this window before everybody jumps back in. Winter, in my opinion, has always been a great time to buy because it is generally less competition. So, hey, sellers are still giving some credits back, and it's before the rush. Recipe for success.
Perfect time. So now I just want to flip it. So, obviously I've known you for a while, Rene, and we're, like I said, we're about 2.5 weeks into the new year. A lot of times when you're on social media, you see people doing New Year's resolutions, which is great. You see people going to the gym and setting goals. I know that your team and my team, we meet once a month where we study and analyze goals, personal and business.
Yep.
One of the things that stands out about you to me though, is you don't really seem like a New Year's resolution guy. You seem more like just getting your work done in the dark type of guy, which made me think of the fitness competition. I don't think everyone knows that you did this, but this fitness competition that you did during the height of COVID, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it was 6 months?
It was a 6-month clean eating. I was allowed because it got delayed to have 2 cheat days over 6 months and no alcohol. It was pretty crazy experience for me.
So just that alone, because I know during the height of COVID, I think people were doubling down on eating and drinking, myself included, right? But no, with all jokes aside, this was a super hard thing that you committed yourself to. I just want you to share, if there was one huge takeaway from that 6-month challenge that you did for yourself, what was the biggest takeaway that you can share?
It was obviously physically taxing.
How much did you weigh when you started?
Yeah, 203.
And then what was your finishing weight? 171.
171.
Unreal.
I haven't been 170 and some change since high school. It was pretty crazy.
That's a lot of weight to lose. So carry on.
But it was so challenging mentally. That's really what it was. And you know what, the biggest thing I wanted to test myself. I turned 40 right as I started it. But, you know, one of the things that for me is not being a hypocrite, right? Like you talk to your kids about setting goals and reaching them, and there's no other option other than to execute. The coolest part of that process was to be able to show and practice what I preach to them and show them that discipline doesn't have to be tedious. It can be fun the whole time. And when you set a goal, there's nothing else to do but to finish it. So showing them that part of it was the biggest thing that I took away, that I really, really was happy that I was able to show them in person, day by day, what it took to set a goal and reach a goal.
I mean, I can only imagine, because kids are kids, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm sure it wasn't easy on those nights that they were going to Taco Bell and you were eating rice and chicken and asparagus. That's number one.
That's right.
But number two, just being in so many circles or so many places where people are drinking and having fun, and being able to cut that down, because as you said, your kids are watching your every move, right?
That's correct. And here's the thing, I stayed away from temptation for a long time. Towards the end of the process, I was going towards it. I actually visited wineries with my friends while I couldn't have anything, and while they're eating and drinking and everything like that. So it was crazy. But man, there's things that I've implemented from that day forward that will help me for the rest of my life health-wise. So pretty awesome.
Well, listening to the new David Goggins book, and I know that you're a Goggins fan, it kind of reminds me, Goggins says people come up to him all the time and they're like, man, you're crazy, you're different. He's like, no, man, I'm just not you, right?
Right.
So that's a good takeaway, man.
Man, I agree. And here's the thing, I know that was a big thing for me, but you're no shortage of goals and how you switch things over. What do you got cooking right now?
Yeah, so one of the things, my girlfriend and I sat down and really got clear on our goals for the year, right? And one of the things that I saw from a Rich Roll has an amazing podcast. He's on Instagram. He talks about creating habits, small things, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that we're really, really working to implement is just what our routines look like at home, right? Mm-hmm. Working out and having movement, whether it's boxing or yoga or the gyms, that's fairly easy for me. What's not easy for me is not drinking Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night, right? And shout out to you, because when I set this goal of no drinking for the week, you were like, really? Monday through Friday? Why don't you see if you can get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday down? And if you can get that down, then maybe think about adding Thursday, then think about adding Friday. So just really setting that as a super big thing, because I noticed that when my eating is right, when I'm cutting out alcohol, I'm able to go to bed earlier,
That's right.
Wake up earlier, right?
That's right.
And be more accountable at the office and with people that I work with. So that's what I'm focusing on right now, staying busy with that, and we'll see how it looks down the road.
We'll keep checking on each other, because we always have to come in, talk about our goals, where we are on them, and honestly, if you don't stick to it, you have to tell everybody in the group, my team and your team. So that's the part that's good. We're going to hold you to it.
And we have our goal meeting next week. So
That's right.